Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Back here, the AL Watches. We are doing another unboxing here today, where I have ordered in a Pierre Paulin Chinese chronograph. It's a panda, like these other two pandas I have over here. I traveled to China myself back in the 90s. Have this lovely little letter opener in the style of a dagger. This playbill here from the Chinese opera, and this seagull movement mechanical chronograph watch here that I bought in from Pierre Paulin is the kind of the name brand. Merkur is the kind of the larger group that owns Pierre Paulin, and this have these other sub brands that make still the Chinese seagull movement, these bunch of chronographs and some other more recently some tourbillons and some fancy stuff. But to match these other two pandas, and eventually I'm going to do a review between head to head between, that's a Dan Henry, that's my Yama Rallygraph. And then with no further ado, let's get in here to the Pierre Paulin chronograph. And here we are. Okay, so inside shipping box here. And this is secondhand, I should mention. So here we go. Merkur. I bought this from another fellow on Reddit, the Watch Exchange subreddit. So he used it for a while, and then he's going to find a new home for me. There we go. Merkur on the tag. It's a pretty sturdy travel case. Just a little scarred up. Open this thing up here, and there it is. There it is. How about that? Looks brand new. So included in the package, we've got a cleaning cloth, instruction manual, all this good stuff in here. So there's the Pierre Paulin. There's some of these other name brands owned by the Merkur group there in China. The all that good stuff there. Warranty card. There's the full instructions. A little goodie in there. And original tags. All that good stuff. So always good to have the tags, papers, the box, all that stuff intact, especially when you're buying secondhand. So definitely going to give some positive feedback here for the gentleman sold this to me, a gentleman out of Canada sold this to me. So here's the watch. Put all that down. Get a good look at this. You zoom in a little bit here. Get a good focus on that. So there it is, nice clean. Sure, that's an acrylic crystal there. Lots of people complain about this strap, kind of the suede strap. It's nice and soft, signed on the crown, but the real prize, of course, is the display back. So there is that 1963 seagull movement, which is really a Venus movement. Column wheel chronograph. I can get good focus here. Maybe we can see. There it is. Right there is the column wheel itself, which will be responsible for a nice, crisp movement. But I'm going to have to wind it up first. So it's not moving at all. So let's give that a wind. That is a pretty smooth wind. Immediately see the seconds hand start going. And it is almost midnight here, local time. Let's pull out the crown. That chronograph hand is actually a solid white, almost disappears. It's a no date movement, so I don't have to worry about catching up the date. It's on 11:54 here local time. Gauge the chronograph. You can see that the solid white chronograph hand. The tip is very visible against the tachometer scale. I have to say that. But the rest of that hand almost disappears. Nice lume on the hour and minutes hand. Check out the lume on that. It's so cool how the lume on the hands like bounces off the crystal, and it illuminates the dial underneath. It's almost like it's loomed underneath the hands. I've never seen an effect like that. It's really awesome. Double pip of lume at the 12 o'clock. You can see that. Single pips on the other hour markers except for 3 and 9. I left it off. Very bright. Looks like a Superluminova C3 is what it looks like, glowing green. Nice and bright. Very similar layout here to the Dan Henry, almost identical really. So the Dan Henry has a little bit of that sunburst finish on the subdials, but I have to say the finishing on this Merkur Pierre Paulin is very nice. It's very nice. It's the same diameter there as the Dan Henry. Of course, the Yema has its distinctive slanted eyes there, and the Rallygraph, the exterior tachometer scale with the red pip on its chronograph hand. There we are, moving already. The second hand on that left subdial is moving independently. This is my first purely mechanical chronograph. All of my others are mecha quartz. Screw-in case back. Beauty. Look at that. Probably a strap monster. I have this rally strap I got. It's aftermarket here for the Dan Henry. I'm sure that would look fabulous here on the Pierre Paulin. The Milanese that I have on the Yema. Not going to fit. Looks like 18 millimeter lugs here, whereas that guy's 20. But the Dan Henry is 18. And that looks like that would fit just fine on there. So let's go ahead and pop it on the wrist. See how that looks. I'll zoom out a little bit. There. Go ahead and take off. I've got a dive watch on right now. This is the the Le Forbin that I have featured in previous video. French dive watch. Love having watches from all over the world. So here's a French dive watch. Here is a French and a well, the Dan Henry South American. And I'll add to the mix here a Chinese chronograph. I have to say that strap is so soft. Well, people complain about it, but that's very comfortable. Got a great deal on this second hand. It's about a 30, it's kind of tall, about a 39 millimeter, looks like. Which is great size for me on my 6.5 inch circumference wrist. I can zoom in some more. See how that looks. Very nice. So I'll throw some macro shots in here, maybe check out the loom. If you like this content, you want to see some more unboxing of watches from all over the world as I prepare to roll out some of my own watches, American-made watches, here on the American Legends Watch channel. Please do like and subscribe to this video. Press a thumbs up on the like button there, subscribe, and have fun out there, and God bless, and I will see you in the next one.